everyone. Welcome to our first podcast here at Henry Studio, Behind the Scene. My name is Andy, and I'll be your host today. And I'm joined by two incredible people: Ando, who is our co-founder of Henry Studio and creative director. He has a lot of background in game development, as well as short films. And we have Gino, our senior creative, that has a lot of background in visual storytelling. So let's get started. Today we're just going to talk about AI, the impact of AI in filmmaking, as well as video game. So my first question is going to be to you, Andu. First of all, thank you guys for joining me here. So I hope we're going to learn a lot of things about video games and short film. So for you, Andu, tell me a little bit more about how did you become um, a storyteller, a video game producer, and a short film producer.
When I was a kid, from young age, I was just super curious about everything. I love to draw since I was a kid, and I was trying almost everything: drawing, music, sound design, uh, cinema, video games. Uh, I'm a gamer since I was young, actually. So after my high school, I went to architecture school, uh, which teach me a lot about design and art. So after that, I dove into the professional film world, and then I directed short films, and it was a blast. Like my films won some awards, and that opened a lot of doors. But quickly I get bored of short film because it doesn't make much money. So I jump into video games, which was my dream since I was kids. In school, when teacher ask the students, like, what you gonna do when you'll be adult, uh, I answered I wanted to be a video game designer. So I
Wow.
realized that dream in 2016, and then I got the opportunity to join a company called Another World VR in Berlin as a video game developer. And at around the same time, I founded my own studio called Ego, and I started developing a video game called Color Zero, which won a few international awards.
Okay, that's super interesting. What about you, Gino? Can you talk about your origin story? How did you start in drawing at an early age and visual storytelling?
Okay, thanks for having me, Andy. I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I was influenced by the great anime of our childhood. And these animes truly awakened a creative passion in me. Um, I also discovered music, and which has a really big part of my everyday life. Um, just before Henry, I was working as a book designer, and that's where I saw how professionals tell story, and how they develop characters. And I think this is where I learned everything about creating a character and develop and share emotions and goals. And it was a great experience.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for sharing for that. Um, one of the cool things that I'm super excited is our short film, Glint. And when I look at it, to me, it's super incredible, not only visually, but the story behind it, but especially the way we produced it. Um, I'd like to know, with the technology today, what has changed in the filmmaking process? And let's start with you, Ando.
So for me, one part of the filmmaking process that AI has completely changed is in pre-visualization and prototyping. Long ago in traditional filmmaking, before you even shot a single frame, you spend a lot of time on storyboarding, animatics, and blocking out the scene to make everything flows right. But this can be a very time-consuming process involving a lot of manual drawings, editings, and re-editings. But today, with AI, we can quickly generate visual concept based on script description, experiment with different camera angles, lighting setups, and even character movements, and that in a very short time. So it allows for a fast iteration loop, I guess. We can visualize complex scenes almost quickly, get immediate feedback on different creative choices, and make adjustment on the fly.
Mhm. Got it.
So,
So it sounds like for you, AI has been very helpful into, um, I guess, part of the production and the pre-production. What about like coming up with the idea itself, the
so
story?
the story. So it's part of the creative process. It starts with my, my culture. Like I love watching movies, especially animes, and also not only Japanese animation, but other animation. But I also like live action movies. Uh, and especially when I love when the story is really deep and touch like human side. Mm, so writing a story can be a long process. Even if we have AI, we have first think about the story before uh, asking the AI to help.
Got it. Okay. What about you, Gino? During your creative process, how do you leverage AI to help you either move faster or being more creative?
So AI changed everything, that's sure. Um, so before we needed to draw at least around 15 or 20 images to animate 1 second. So it was a lot. But right now with AI, you just need to visualize the key points, the key images of the story, so you can develop the story starting from the key points, uh, and and it's just way faster. It's completely new, and I really feel this freedom when I create something right now. I just I just imagine the key points of the story and I can develop from these points. And I won't say it's really easy, but it's way faster.
Got it. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. And I'd like to understand for both of your perspective is when you saw AI the first time, what it can do, what was something that changed your mind about the technology? Like you had this perception maybe about what it can do, and once you used it, something changed. Can you guys talk a little bit about more about that?
Uh,
So before, yeah, please go on.
for me personally, I immediately loved the AI process because it was just it was just something like uh, an extension of myself. Mm, I I immediately feel I immediately felt the power of the tools, and I was really excited, and I spent time to learn it, and here we are.
That's great. What about you, Ando?
Before today, I mean this year, uh, I was kind of skeptic about AI. Um,
Hmm.
I was even kind of anti-AI, you know. But I
Okay.
guess I need the AI to be my friend, uh,
Hmm.
because that would be a waste to not using AI.
Hmm.
So it was before it was something I followed from a distance. But
Hmm.
as I got deeper into the complexity of creating immersive worlds, I started seeing how AI could really streamline boring tasks and
Hmm.
accelerate creative iteration. So it became clear that instead of spending hours on repetitive process, uh, AI could do the job. So that freed me up to focus on the core creative challenges and storytelling.
Hmm.
But I want to say that it wasn't about replacing human creativity, but amplifying it and making the workflow more efficient.
That makes sense. Okay. So I love what you said, that you were anti-AI in the beginning, and I'd like to dive a little bit more into that. Um, what was your sentiment against that AI? Like, why were you anti-AI?
Uh, I always value the human works. Like I value humans for their talent, for their time, for their work. And there's might be a guy who was drawing for years, for tens of years, learning how to draw, and then suddenly AI comes in and destroy all of these years people spent to learn drawing. So today everyone can make a nice can generate nice images in one click in few seconds, uh,
Hmm.
and that really it's really sad that people spent years learning to draw, because today everyone can do even better than this guy who worked for a year.
Hmm. So let me ask you this. So for the people, the barrier of entry got lower, but for the professional that has been in the industry for years, do you think that the technology can make them even better?
Yeah, for sure. Relying only on AI is not really a solution, because you have to know your field, and use AI as a tool to help you, instead of relying completely on AI to do everything and every task. So I guess AI is a very useful tool
Mhm.
for the workflow.
Got it. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. So for you, Gino, like, you're super excited about the technology. You see it as an extension of yourself. How would you convince other people that are skeptical about the technology?
Yes, so I think it's about the mentality. You, as a professional, if you spend a lot of time in the artistic field, I think the best way to approach it is the mentality. Don't take AI as your enemy. You can take AI as your as Ando says, it can be a powerful tool, an amplifier. That's the word.
Got it.
The AI can be the amplifier of your talent, of the things you have in mind.
Hmm.
It's just about the mentality. Don't take it as your enemy. Take it as your partner,
Hmm.
and it will
Yeah,
work.
yeah, that makes sense. So for me, like my background is mostly in tech, and when AI came out, I was super excited because it was definitely an amplifier. I could produce more product, unlock more values to uh, our customers. So that got me super excited about it. All right, let's switch gear a little bit. Let's talk about Glint. We've produced so far two episodes, and if I'm not mistaken, we're going to release another one this week, which I'm super excited about. Um, let's talk a little bit, and this question is going to be for you, Gino. Like, how do you think about when you start these like short film? Like, how do you develop the story?
So, so first, when I start a new story, I imagine how the characters live in the everyday life. So I imagine how the story can be original first. And then I need to imagine the critical point, the dramatical point at the end. So I imagine how the character can go from his everyday life to the dramatical point at the end of the film. So this is how I create it.
Got it. Okay. For you, Andu, when you look at our short films, where do you see it going in the next like couple months?
I guess we're doing our best for the artistic direction. We want to have some original graphics, uh, more like animation. Sometimes we're trying to push the our direction to more like 2D, with outlines and shaders, which make you feel like you're in another universe. Uh, so the AI played a crucial role in shaping the visual language and emotional texture of Glint, which allowing us to achieve the specific look and feel uh, we we saw when we without traditional constraints. So I guess Clint has a lot of chance in the future to be recognized because it is the result of hard works.
All right, cool. So for the audience, if you don't know, we release our Clean series every 2 weeks, and it's on YouTube. You can follow us there. We are coming up with new ideas on the direction of some of these stories, where we want to tie it a little bit to the culture as well. Um, and I think also Ando, I believe we're working on different product as well. Can you share a little bit, especially on the video game side? What are we doing in that space?
So actually, we're working on a 2D game, the pixel art game, which is really the the old school feel and look of the game, which is made frame by frame with unique sprites and character animation. We're planning to make uh, a game which look like Primal Tube. By the way, Primal Tube is a comedy series where past meets today. Uh, the protagonist is Grog, a caveman with a smartphone who acts like just a modern vlogger. So the game is based on Primal Tube, and the protagonist will be Grog, a caveman that will make some adventure in the prehistoric era, and you'll meet a lot of fun also because there is some kind of when Neanderthal people uh, uses like GPS or SUV or gaming PC. That can be a really fun fact.
Mhm. Got it. So, talk about our video games. What does the future of video game making looks like in a world where AI is increasingly becoming more powerful?
Uh, I guess right now video games are still made traditionally, but nextly, I guess with the AI tool like 3D model, 2D 2D animations, pixel art, 2D to 3D object using AI. That will be really quick to make games. And also, even now, we can ask some code to language models like Gemini or ChatGPT. So I guess instead of spending 10 years making a game, maybe it will be half at least, like 5 years.
Okay. What about you, Gino? Like, how do you see the future of short filmmaking or filmmaking in general in this world of AI becoming more smarter and smarter by every single day?
I think it will get better and better, especially if we can if we have access to more powerful tools. Um, but it will put our creativity to the test, and I it will be challenging, but I think we are creative enough to make our way, and I stay optimistic.
That's great. Uh, to close out our session today, what would you say to someone that just graduated and interested into short films and video game production? What should they learn, and what is the strategy for them to keep up with the ever-changing technology? And let's start with you, Gino.
So for me, I will say, so some people think that AI will do all the job because it won't. It's not true. I think you as a creator, you will need the big part of the job. You will need to imagine the great ideas. Great ideas, great stories will come from you, not from AI. You can't just copy paste a story from ChatGPT to create something great. And this is what I want to say to people that you need to be the creative person, not the AI. AI is just a tool. That's it.
All right. What about you, Ando?
Gino is completely right. Uh, so everything starts from you, not the AI, not the AI. If you try to find a story, don't ask ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever. Just think about the story yourself. Also, to start with, you have to know the traditional way to make things, like how to make a traditional video games, how to make movies without AI first, and then just use the AI as a friend, as a tool, to help you achieve your goal. But don't rely on AI, completely rely on AI.
Got it. Okay. Thank you both for sharing your perspective. And if I would summarize that, then is that, as a young creator, you want to have like a good foundation on how to produce I guess, the process of producing. And then on top of that, you would have to generate the ideas, brainstorm it with whatever, LLM tools out there. But at the end of the day, the best ideas will come from you, not the technology itself. All right, guys.
Totally.
Thank you very much for your time today, and hopefully we'll have more session just talking about these things that we're working on, as well as like your perspective. So I will see you guys next time.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much, Andy. See you next time.
See
All right,
you.
guys.